Okay, so go get yourself a protractor like this. So hit pause and go get yourself a protractor. These protractors, what we want to do is just build an angle that's 146 degrees. The only thing you really have to deal with is notice that here is 0 right here. So don't put it down there like that. You got to get the line, this line, matched up with the 0, and then this little line right here is where is the point. So we got to get that one lined up and then bring it up so that that's right on 0, so it's nice and level. So we want the protractor to be flat. Now we want to measure up to 146, but you'll notice if you're on the inside, see this could be 146 right here, but 146 is more than 90 degrees, so we have to go this way, 10, 20, 30, 40, up to 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 140. So 140 and 40, that's the same coming this way. They're the same angle, so I'm going to go to 40, 145 plus one more. So I'm just going to put a little tick mark at 146 right about there, and then bend it around and use the straight edge part, and there's 146 degrees. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is the way the protractor is set up is that if we put this back on there, remember a straight line is 180 degrees, that makes this 40, if this is 146, this is 34. 146 plus 34 is the grand total of 180. So angles add up to 180 degrees, 180 degrees. So if 146 this way, 34 this way, which is what it shows right there, 10, 20, 34. Okay, so we want to do 115 on this one. So go ahead and get the 0 line, match it up right there. We need 115, so there's 9 going up to 90. 110, so 115 will be right in there at 80, 75, and between 70 and 80. So there's 115 between, oops, that would be only 105. 115 is right here between 65, 60, and 70, so not that one. Alright, so there's our 115, and the angle addition postulate says angles that add up to a line add up to 180 degrees, and we can see that. Here's 115 here, and here's 10, 20, 30, 65 there. 115 plus 65 is 180 degrees. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now we need 99, so it's going to be 9 past 90. So come up here to 90, so there's 100, so it's one shy of that. So that one's going to go right there at 81 this way, 99 that way. So right there's our 99. And 132. Okay, so we'll put this one, put it right on the, get the 0 lined up. So there's 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. So 2 more past the 50, so 132 is right there, like that. So this one's 132, so we can just tell 180, that'd be 48, there would be 48 left over for the other side, and if we put this on there, it should meet the 48 number going the other way. So there's 48. Okay, so that's the angle addition postulate. Just says that two angles, like this small angle right here plus this angle right there, add up to the whole thing. So angles can add up, parts of angles, if they're right next to one another, add up to the whole thing. So here we have angle GH, find GHO, GHO. So they want us G to H to O, that's how we read it. So they want us to find this one, this piece right in here, that's what's missing. If GHI, so G to H to I, so that means the whole thing. GHI is 2x plus 169. GHQ, GHQ is x plus 24. Okay, and GQHI, Q to H to I, so that's this little piece in there, that part is 145. So the little one plus this bigger one would equal the whole thing. So the little one was 2x plus 169. That was, oops, no, that wasn't it. The little one was this one right here, which was x plus 24. So that's that angle, plus this angle, which is 145, has to equal the whole thing, which was 2x plus 169. Okay, well, we can solve that. I would probably move this x over here, so subtract x from that. And I'd probably move that 169 over there, so subtract 169 from that. Get out a calculator and see what we got. So I got 24 plus 145 minus 169. Looks like that side is 0. Okay. And then this side over here is 2x minus x will be x. So x equals 0. When they say m like that, they don't want us to solve for x. They actually want us to find that angle. So they want us to find that angle. So they want us to find GHQ. Okay, so they want G to H to Q. They want this little one. And it says GHQ is x plus 24, but x now is 0. So the measure of angle GHQ is just 0 plus 24. And that's how we do these. Let's take a look at another one. Find CML. Okay, so NMC. So NMC is 36. So that little piece in there is 36. CML, so C to M to L, that's this section, is 5x plus 10. And NML, N to M to L, so the whole thing is, so I'll, like the whole thing right here is 8x plus 16. So this piece plus this piece equals the whole piece. So 36 plus this one, 5x plus 10, has to equal the whole thing, which was 8x plus 16. Okay, we can just solve that. Let's see, I'd probably move the 5x that way, so there'll be negative 5x. I'd probably move the 16 that way, so negative 16. So here we have 3x on this side. Oh, 36 plus 10 is 46 minus 16, so 30. And divide off the 3. So divide that by 3 and divide that by 3, and we have x is 10. So they want us to find the measure CML, C to M to L. So if x is 10, they want this answer. So that would be 5 times 10 plus 10, so 50 plus 10. So the measure of angle CML equals 60 degrees. Okay. They don't get much harder than that, so there's a couple more here to practice. TRS, T to R to S, that piece is 80. QRS, Q to R to S, so this is the whole thing, so I'll put it right here. I don't mean the outside edge, I do mean the inside of it all, so I'll just kind of do the whole thing right there is 23x plus 7, and then QRT is 11x minus 1. So this one plus this one has to equal the whole thing. So 11x minus 1 plus the 80 has to equal the whole thing, which is 23x plus 7. Okay, I think I'll take this x over there, make that negative 11x, and I'll move these 7 over here to negative 7 and see what we have. 23 minus 11 would be 12x. Let's see here, we got 80 minus 8, so 72. 72 divided by 12 is 6. So x is 6. They want us to find QRT. QRT was right there. QRT was 11x minus 1. So I'll go ahead and stick that in there. So 11 times x minus 1, so that's 66 minus 1, so 65. So we answer that like this. the measure of angle QRT is 65 degrees. TMN, so this is 39x plus 3 in there. LMN, so LMN, so that's the whole thing, so all of it is this. And then LMT is 44. So the 39x plus 3 plus the 44 equals the whole thing. So 39x plus 3, that's this piece, plus the little piece of 44, has to equal the whole thing of 55x minus 1. Okay, so let's solve this one. Let's see, I'll probably move the 39 over there because I like to keep the x's positive. And I'll move the 1 over here. So 44, 45, 48 on this side. 55 minus 39, 16. So we'll divide off that 16. So we have 4. So x is 4. And what do they want us to find? LMN. So so the whole thing. So I'm going to take that 4 and stick it right there. So 55 times 4 minus 1. So 220 minus 1 is 219. So the angle is 200 so angle LMN is 219 degrees. Okay, so these marks are just identifying things that are the same. So like this one has 3 tick marks and this one has 3 tick marks. That's saying that line DB is equal to line, so if I went D to B, then I would go C to B. Put a little line over the top of it. Now you use the equal symbol when there are numbers involved. If you just want to say we don't know how long they are, if we knew they were both 4 or something like that, we would say equals, but if we don't know how long they are, they're just saying they're the same, we put this little symbol like that that means congruent. Congruent means they're the same length, but we don't know how long. So then see there's 2 little angle markers there, and there's 2 little angle markers there. That's saying that those angles are the same. So the measurement of angle EDC is congruent to the measure of the angle FCD. That's what those two mean. And then these single little ones means that inside and that inside are the same, so that would be BDC, so the measure of angle BDC is... Oops, I had a little break in the video. So what I was saying there was measure of angle BDC is congruent to measure of angle BCD. And then the last one that it was talking about was right here, saying there's a right angle. So we know how much that is worth. It's worth 90 degrees. So we would write that as measure of DBC is equal to 90 degrees now because we know how many degrees that one actually is. Okay, so let's take a quick look over here. These two kind of symbols means that these lines are parallel. So we would say something like line TS is parallel to line RP. That's what those things mean. And then again, here's 3 tick marks, there's 3 angle marks. So we're saying that angle and that angle are the same. So UTS, so the measure of angle UTS is congruent to the measure of angle SUT. And then here's a single and a single and a single and a single. So that means all 4 of those are the same. So US, line US is congruent to line ST, is congruent to line RQ, is congruent to line QP. You can just say all 4 of them like that. Okay? So here we have those 3 and those 3 means those are parallel. So GE is parallel, line GE is parallel to HF. Now we would not do the same here because these are parallel in a different way. So no, those are parallel, so GH is parallel to EF. That's the parallel symbol. So then we have angle G right there. EGH is 90 degrees, so the measure of angle EGH equals 90 degrees. And then we can see that there's a tick mark and there's a tick mark, so GE is congruent to HF. HF. Like that. And so more of the same. Here's 3 of them that are parallel. So F, now that they have these little, these little cursive ones are the lines, so you don't have to say letters. So we can say line, so that's like a cursive L. Line T is parallel to line S is parallel to line R. That's what those are. We know that the measure of angle, well, let's see, how would we even notify that one? Let's just call it angle C, since it doesn't have 3 ways to identify that. The measure of angle C equals 90 degrees. CD and EF are the same, so the measure of angle CD, not angle, the line CD is congruent to the line EF. And then we got that angle are the same, so EFG, so the measure of angle EFG is congruent to, how about FED? That's what those symbols are.